Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set. Henry. Here we go.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. David Johnson on his way. The 30, 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 78 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Garoppolo finding Goodwin, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. So in the Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He finds Coleman. And he's taken down inside the 30. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, gun. 51 the mic. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On 2nd and 9, Murray gets this one to Morris. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Well, the Cardinals last year, of course, struggled 3-13, but 2 of their 3 wins came against these 49ers. In fact, the Cardinals have beaten the Niners 8 consecutive times. Last time San Fran beat Arizona was 2014. And remember, these are clubs that meet twice a year.
I'm here all day.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
He was brought down by Judy Ward. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
49ers 3.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
51 to Mike. 51.
They'll run it. Here's Anderson. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 44, Murray. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Johnson, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. To throw is Murray. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Toss play. This is Anderson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th. Now the former Sun Devil, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pick. 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. From the 25 on 2nd down, Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards, 1st down, Niners.
49er, 1st down.
Here we go.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right. Even. Four down. Even.
Garoppolo looks to throw. It's caught by Sanders. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 39.
First down, San Francisco.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Garoppolo now, first down throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down, 49ers.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays out.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Brooks Reed was able to find his way to the QB. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Steps away to his... Now Garoppolo lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially give me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's second and 7 now from the 28. Here's Coleman on the draw. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
43 is the mark.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Got him in. He finds Sanders. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Come on, fellas.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Let's put that team 11. Back.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Kittle last year, what a season. 1,377 receiving yards, an NFL record for tight ends en route to his first Pro Bowl. Not bad for the former 5th-round pick. I remember that game, December against Denver. He had that monster first half, 210 yards. Did not have a single catch in the second half, but still those 210 yards were just 4 yards shy of Shannon Sharp's single-game record for a tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
12. Blue draw Corkers.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
65.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. On return here, he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They go to Johnson again. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
We're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
49er first down.
Here we go.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. 1st down San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 36.
58 Mike. Work QB drop. Hey, Steve 6.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Well, Sanders has got it complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Let's go one more.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now Gold for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Next to score, Niners 20, Cardinals 10. Robbie Gould set to kick off.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo. Man open. It's Goodwin. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 yards on the carry there. A good run. And now 2nd and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? To throw is Garoppolo. This is caught. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Now Murray. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They're already already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Watch the run. Check. Eddie Wilson.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. Rush coming, and he's taken down. D Ford, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. The D brought the house, they called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, we'll find out later on, was that called before the play? Or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz. And in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Hey, Alpha. 58, boy, 58, 58. Come on, man.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Gun. You got nothing. 43 is the mark. We ain't giving a head.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Cardinal 1st down on a gain of 13.
I'm going to come back to you. Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down. Murray now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54, right there.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
First down.
Here we go.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
We got 3. We got 3.
Garoppolo looking to throw. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Niners, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.